the Secret Galaxy Livestream featuring Mike Kaess,
That's the face of a baby that just pooped.
Kate-in-chat,
You've been talking about that hot dog cart for 5 years.
and your host, Dan Larson,
One or the other. Take your pick. There's lots of different options.
starts now.
Hello, and thank you all for being here tonight on this very lately announced unannounced live stream. I had an intro written for this, and then I changed it, and I rewrote it, and I changed it again. And I guess I never went back to it because there's nothing written on my notes here. But I am joined for all of this these festivities by the guy who can tell you everything you need to know about posing your Black Series action figures in a sexy way. It's Mike Kaess.
It's a skill I can put on a resume. I don't know who'd hire me from it, but I could put it on there.
You're pretty much in the optimal field for that particular skill set.
I don't know how this is useful to anyone, but
Yeah, no.
I enjoy it. It makes me happy.
Do you
That's
have a
all that
YouTube
matters.
channel? Because that's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah, you know, I do. I happen to have just posted a video today where I pose figures on sexy ways. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
furthermore, I mean, you specifically referred to the 2-pack of the Phase 1 Clone Trooper and Super Battle Droid as the boyfriend box.
the boyfriend box. Yeah, you get a pair of boyfriends, and they get to hang out and do fun adventures.
Exactly. She's an expert on horses, custom picture framing, blow molds, and shiny flat rocks. It's Kate and Chad. Hey, Kate.
Hello.
I mean, to be fair, you know all kinds of rocks, not just shiny
Yeah, I was
flat.
gonna say I didn't
Okay,
know
yeah.
it was specifically. I mean, I do like shiny flat rocks, but I also like bumpy rocks, and I like ones that aren't so shiny, and I like ones that have multiple colors. Yeah, rocks are good.
You just like
you go.
rocks.
Yeah. Rocks. All right.
Rocks are cool.
And then also I reached out to him so late that I didn't write a snappy intro for him. It's Trevor One Six Shooter.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything creative for you.
Mike, I
Usually
just
in the
saw a
chat.
job listing for that exact same thing right there.
Did you?
Black Series.
Needed. One sexy Black Series.
Can you
action figure
pose in a
poser.
sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trevor, Trevor, you have your own show on your own YouTube channel. Is it One Six Shooter? Is your YouTube channel?
1/6 Shooter is the channel. Yep.
Okay. And obviously that comes from 1/6 scale action figures. Mostly toys behind you.
That's all
What'd you say?
1/6 behind me here. Yeah.
Okay.
The other side of the room is all Mythic Legions, Black Series over there, more 1/6
Yeah.
over there.
The only one that I can see that's posed sexily is Jabba. So I don't know if Mike, you want to consult with him?
I mean, Job is always sexy no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the height of hedonism.
Yeah. He's the only naked one there, that's for sure.
That's right.
Well, let's see.
I don't see any. Well, I guess
Yeah,
Tauntaun's got some
He's
clothes.
showing a little leg there. Right?
A little bit of leg, all right.
okay,
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, that probe droid, maybe that's sexy in droids.
That's
I don't know.
Yeah, that's sexy.
That's a different
Salacious.
kind of sexy.
Yeah. His name's not salacious, but he is salacious. Let's take a quick check on chat, see who's here hanging out with us tonight, see if anybody made it in before we open the doors, because I barely announced this 20 minutes ago or so. We got NHS ADM. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to know. Bitter Troll is here. Secret Galaxy is here. Good to know. Yeah, getting in chat early. The man with no screen name is here. Gory Tiger, Nebula 427 slipshot average, Fedpool, Ken C3. Davina Duckworth, Long was here. Fedpool, did I already say Fedpool?
You did, but
I did. I'm sorry. That's two. They get two. Aaron Hardy, and there's a few others, and I'm sure people straggle in here. Machine Man, Stephen Hall, Tech 715, Woobaka, the Chookie.
Woo!
I don't know that one.
I like it.
That's a new one on me. The Gabadon, Ty Saban, and several other folks are here. Thank you very much for all hanging out tonight. And there's no real structure to this evening. Oops, let's get rid of that. Have Trevor on here. We're going to be doing a sort of a Kickstarter crowdfunding, a little bit of a roundup here, checking on some stuff. I know Trevor, you've been... There's some Kickstarters going on. Yeah, we're gonna talk about two different Kickstarters.
when?
Actually.
There's always
Since
Kickstarters
when?
going on. It seems like.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much to, is that TBA or TBA? TB Alpha? Looks like a little alpha there. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciated. But yeah, Trevor, you've been making the rounds talking about the dragon quite a bit, I think.
Yes. Yeah, but trying to fill in, Jeremy, sales and marketing over there at Four Horsemen has been doing a lot of stuff, but he's busy with things too. So anytime I can jump on somebody's live and talk about it, I try to.
And you did it. It worked. It got funded.
I got funded, so you're welcome.
That's it. Yeah, that's the last we'll ever mention that.
I did buy 2 so far. So
all right. Well, that's making
So
up for the one
far.
I haven't.
Ah,
Yeah, haven't. We'll get in there. I promise. But yeah, response has been very strong. I'm sure most everybody in chat already knows about it. There are still unlocks, some tiers to reach, as far as other accessories and
more
stuff.
now. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And then I haven't seen. Are the wings funded yet, or is it just the fire?
No, the wings are just off. I think it's maybe 70, 80, something like that.
It's less than 100.
But they'll get there. They'll get there.
Yeah.
Again, there's no incentive to back this thing early. There's no,
Right,
You have to
right.
pay as soon as you pack it. So
No, there's street cred. There's street cred. Like, no,
The street
I've
cred
been in-
is-
yeah.
yeah, the street cred is. You do get a number, I think, when you order it. I don't know. I'm not even sure, but it's
Yeah. I was
Feels
there
good.
before it
Feels
hit
good to help.
2K. Yeah, right.
that's right. That's right.
So yeah, the fire is funded, which I assume was driven more by the fact that it came with a really amazing, incredible figure.
Yeah,
The
that
Fire
figure
Knight
is hot.
that was in there,
Mhm.
and then the wings. I know there's been some conversation about whether or not the wings are going to be as shelf friendly as the more closed wings version. So I don't know if that's
Oh, they're definitely not.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah,
That's
which
the whole
is-
point.
Yeah, which is the reason that they broke them out, obviously, because it comes with wings. That was a point of confusion to begin with. That doesn't come with a head and it doesn't come with wings. No, it comes with a
Yeah,
head,
well,
comes with wings.
exactly.
The wings are more
Yeah.
folded. These are wide wings. I think it's almost it's over a 3-foot wingspan. Maybe, I don't know. It's huge.
Yeah,
If you
the
could
dimensions have
put
been
them
out
down.
there for
Yeah.
right.
So,
Right.
and not everybody's got room for that. So yeah, it's not a necessity to get.
Yeah, these are the closed wings pictured here. The open
Right.
wings are open. They're a little bit wider. So I think if you have them close to the body like that, now you're talking about a potential height issue, depending on where you have it displayed on your shelf, all that kind
Correct.
of stuff. But
Yep.
I'm fully confident that those wings are going to get funded as well.
Oh, yeah.
I really think it's just going to come down to how many of those additional stretch goals are actually going to be
Mhm.
reached in this case.
And the other thing is, you can order all these pieces separately, and it's not going to affect your shipping price. There is no bulk shipping. These are in 3 individual boxes that are going to ship 3 individually. So there's really, you could go back and order the wings later on, which I think is what people are doing. I'm going to get the dragon. I'm going to think about the wings. I'm going to think about the fire, and I'm sure that those last few days is going to be a lot of people.
Yeah,
panicking.
it's that's part of it too, is all these crowdfunding campaigns and Kickstarters and stuff. Once the thing is funded, and then as it draws to that close, everybody's sort of sense of rational thought kind of
Oh, you get that FOMO.
goes, yeah,
That FOMO's
exactly.
gonna hit hard.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to be
Diablo's-
the only chump without a dragon on his shelf.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? And look, consult your own financial advisor. I'm not a licensed financial consultant. In fact, I make a lot of really bad financial decisions. I'll
Don't we all?
turn the camera, point at my shelves. You'll see just how bad everything is. But that said, I feel like, and I'm not basing this on anything previously, because this is the first time that Four Horsemen have done something like this. This is the first time anybody's done anything like this. I feel like this is a kind of piece that at the very least is not going to lose all of its value. I don't want to say 2-3 years after it's released, it's going to double or triple or anything like that. But I feel like it's not going to be, this is not going to show up at Ollie's. This is not going to be on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace where people are like, $400, please come get my dragon. I feel like it's going to at least maintain its actual value.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be however many they end up with. That's it, and maybe they'll order a few more for parts or things like that. Hey, what's up, David?
Yeah, there's
Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, 4,000. And the other thing is, yeah, they did. Somebody said this, Mr. Ryan Clark. They teased that the 4K stretch goal is going to be another figure, and it's going to be it's going to be another night. I think it's going to be another night.
Yeah,
They called
Good
it the
night.
Yeah. I have a feeling, and I don't know yet.
Ashen
'cause I haven't
night?
photographed-
Is it an Ashen night?
No, I haven't photographed it yet. I mean, it could be,
Alright.
but I have a feeling the popularity of the translucent figure and the
Mm.
fire that it might be a translucent figure as well. We'll
Yeah.
see. But bottom line is, if you're interested in this dragon, this is my pitch. And you're like, I'm not into Mythic Legions, but I'd like a dragon. Those figures, 3 figures, if we get to 4,000, I think we'll easily get to 4,000. I'm estimating minimum 350 to put those things up on eBay, and they will sell quickly because there's going to be a lot of people who want the figures and couldn't afford the dragon. Yeah, it's an investment right there. Like, you could get the dragon for $200 most likely. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I think it's
We
Yeah.
talked about this on the when you were on my show just a few days ago. But
That's
the barbarian, that's not even all that.
$150.
Yeah, and it's not even really hard to get, other than they only sell them at conventions. But
Yep.
like, it's not like it's going to be like this is the only time this thing's ever going to exist. But there are people that
No.
they're paying $150, $200.
Well, and I've definitely
to have
seen
it now.
people. Yeah, I've seen people concerned that the sort of burnt skeleton look and the
Yeah.
burnt zombie and even the flaming knight. I feel like it's very easy for any of these sort of exclusive figures, whether it's Hasbro or Four Horsemen or whatever, to be like, this is the only time you're ever going to see this figure like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like they could very easily, Four Horsemen could very easily turn around and say, here's your 4-pack, like Graveyard Skeletons style, but it's 4 charred zombie skeletons that aren't painted exactly the same way as the one. I feel like that's a given, something that's going to happen.
The skeletons might have run their course. I don't know how many more the skeletons are going to do.
It's the different colors that gets me, like, how
Boneyard here, but I mean, the translucent, are they going to do
Yeah.
another translucent night? Yeah, they're going to do another translucent
so,
night at some
yeah.
point, probably, but not that translucent night. And
Exactly.
if you are a completist, it's going to be boxed. It's going to have a specific name that's never going to be used again. And on the Benegar, the main dragon lord that comes with the dragon, the helmet, and the pauldrons will be used for the new figure. But after this campaign, they're not going to be used anymore. So those are parts that you can only get here, which to Mythic Legions people is that's kind of gold right there, the parts and pieces. So again, I think you could invest in this thing and end up with a dragon for a couple $100, maybe $250 at minimum. So
how many is
think
Kate
about it.
getting?
Kate's going to get 1 or half.
Half
That's probably how it's going to shake out.
Front half or back half?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we were talking about
Top
C.
half or
Jet-
bottom half?
we were talking about C. Jessam making pants for it, and we're
Yeah.
trying to figure out if they'd go just on the back end or on all 4 legs.
On,
We'll see.
on all 4 legs, yeah.
We'll see how that
Like a
works out.
onesie. That'd be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can I get suspenders for my dragon? That would be nice. Wired suspenders, of course. There's Josh Brown. He changed his name.
Hey, Josh.
Oh well, we still know who he is. Josh Brown.
He's
Josh Brown Customs.
Josh Brown Customs, yeah.
All right, so yeah, check out the dragon. It's ends. It's got what, a week left? 10 days.
April 6th. It's got
Oh, okay.
16
All right.
days.
All
So a little over 2
still
weeks.
plenty of time. Couple of paychecks in there, maybe 1, depending if you're every week or every 2 weeks. And then and if you end up doing one of the payment programs, if it pops up for you as a potential suggestion, Shop Pay, one of those things.
That's the other thing, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you spread that cost out over a couple of months or even as many as 12 months from what I've seen as far as what Shop Pay suggested for me. There is a little bit of an additional cost, but it's the difference between you getting it or not. And Mike, you said that it didn't actually have you pay that first payment up front.
No, it was like I think my first payment's on April 17th or something like that.
Nice. Excellent. So yeah, check it out if that's for you. Get in. They definitely said they'll be doing more dragons in the future, but not this one for sure. It's like I start to feel,
man.
it is. I start to feel real old though, like when I think like, well, how many dragons are we talking about and how many per year? Like I don't want to I don't want to still be looking at like
there was like a 5-year gap.
I mean, I do that all the time, man. I think about like, we just did the first 10 years book, right? And then Jeremy put something like somewhere along the line, like we'll see you in the next 10 years for the next book or whatever. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna be doing this for another 10 years.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be interested in toys and stuff when I'm 60, but
yeah,
exactly.
At the same time, I don't know if I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's get another dragon. Let's get 4 more dragons.
5 dragons.
5 dragons we already have. All right, so definitely check it out if that's something that interests you, if it works for your budget. I have no personal stake in it other than I would like to grab a dragon, but it is the minimum funding has been met, so it is happening. So everybody who has gone in on it or will go in on it is at least getting a dragon and a Benegar base figure.
There, I just put it in the chat. It's storehorseman.com.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Just
you.
go to storehorseman.com.
Yeah. All right.
Which, by the way, best name for an online.
Absolute
best
right?
name.
I mean,
Best
I don't know if
yeah.
that's Jeremy. Two home runs
gosh,
right
I don't
there.
know.
Source Horseman and Store Horseman
Yeah.
are just
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
So
I think they
good.
bought that a long time ago. I'm not sure, but
I
back
love
to
it.
back.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking about how good that name was for years and years and years at this point. Just
So
clever.
good. So good.
Definite head shaker.
Yeah. The other campaign we're keeping an eye on here is we had Ira and Adam on last week to talk about Space Zombies from Mars. 9 days left on this, trying to get to 117. We're at 50,500. It's definitely had some movement in the last couple of days, right in the sort of middle period still of this campaign. So hopefully we'll pick up some steam here. They seemed pretty confident that the dragon wasn't necessarily pulling them down, but I don't know if I agree with that assessment.
it's tough to time these things, man. There's
Yeah, it
always
really
something
is. It
going
really is.
on. I mean, something's coming up, a HasLab, whatever. I mean, a con, you know what I mean, with all sorts of exclusives. But these are really cool. I backed this the other day. These are really, really cool. I think they can go with a lot of things too.
Sure.
Yes.
Even if you're not dug into the lore, Operation Monster Force, Cosmic Legions, just general zombies for whatever.
Yep, AWOC,
cool.
everything, Legends,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
They
did.
They just unlocked everything, right? Except for
It looks like they did go ahead and sort of proactively to try to bring people in, get some excitement rolling. They did kind of unlock a lot of the things that were previously stretch goals. I usually counsel people, just if you're looking at a stretch goal that's 2-3 unlocks away, just put it in your thing anyway. You can always change your I almost said bid, your pledge. You can always change your pledge if it doesn't look like those things are going to unlock. But for now, it's like if everybody would just put in whatever they wanted for their stretch goals, everything would be unlocked anyway. So they sort of took that step away. Everything's unlocked. Go in if you want this guy, if you want the other gal, if you want this skull face guy, just you can add everything
Love
now
that one.
and get it rolling. Yeah, no, now it's tough. Sometimes I'm like, well, I can't get it because it is still locked as a stretch goal, and that's sort of my cop out. But everything looks really cool on this. And like we talked about last week, these guys know what they're doing. And I have every confidence that these figures are going to be really quality figures right out of the gate. So definitely, again, also check that out if you're interested in that.
And just two things about that. Just the face sculpts on those ladies are so cool. Like just fantastic. Personality just come right through, and I just love that. And also purple vinyl, everyone. Purple vinyl.
Did they decide it was purple? Yeah.
Well, maybe. I guess they're gonna vote. I guess they're gonna have a vote.
Yeah.
But
But vinyl.
look at how cool
pretty
that
cool.
looks. It's real cool.
There's the link to that Kickstarter in chat there if you want to check that out. And then last one I wanted to bring up here is Blake Wright, who is the publisher, founder, head writer, editor, all that stuff of Toy Collector Magazine. Has his own Kickstarter going on right now. We got 18 days left on this one. 7,500 is the goal. 2,400 is what it is currently at. This is his graphic novel for Moonman Zero, which is a character that he created. I think he said he's been sort of kicking it around for 15 years or so. But it's a project that he's got a lot of passion about, and really just trying to get the book done. I think, I'm not sure where he mentioned it, somewhere saying that basically, he's already put the money into, getting this book produced. He's already been through publishing several times. And at this point, he just needs the money for printing. He just wants to get this character and this concept out there. This isn't something obviously that he's looking to pay his rent with or anything. $7,500, So yeah, definitely check this one out as well. I'll put this link in chat. And I think the minimum buy-in for this is $20. There's
Oh, that's cool.
this is a This is the early bird. So there's still 21 of 50 early bird books here at $20. So that, I mean, for a graphic novel, that's basically nothing. So just get on that if you're interested in comics, if you want to support Blake, who has brought print media back to toy collecting.
Yes.
Just put out a press release the other day that said he's expanded the distribution to all over the world, Canada and Australia and the UK and all over the place. So pretty exciting.
That's awesome. It's really
yeah,
cool.
it really is. 16, I think they're on 16 issues or 17 issues or something like that. So if you'd asked me when it started, if it was going to last that long,
Yeah.
like it's
I
it's
have
really
them
neat.
all in a pile over there. There's probably like 17 of them.
Excellent. All right. Well, that was all I really wanted to check in on for as far as crowdfunding stuff and Kickstarters and whatever. Lots of different options. There's always, whenever figures start to ship from a campaign like that, there's always a percentage of people who are like, I didn't know. How did everybody?
Yeah.
Like
we do
always...
everything we can. We do everything we can. Yeah.
Exactly. Like try to share them on Instagram, try to share them on other social media platforms, but it's like, what are you gonna do? At the end of the day.
You know what gets me sometimes? As someone who does content, like I make videos, I have a podcast, and there'll be someone in the comments of like a YouTube video that's like, what about this? And I'm like, I literally answer that like in the video.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And then I'll say that, and like, you couldn't just tell me in the comments. I'm like, I made a video. Like, I already put all this effort.
Watch this anytime you want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, yes, I could just answer
pay attention
it
to the video.
Yeah, I could just answer it here. You're right, but I made a video.
Yeah, it's tough. There's so many different sources out there and shows and channels, and not everybody's tuned into the same news feeds of things, and it's tough. And the campaign delivery times can be anywhere from a year, to 5 years or 5 years, So it's possible they weren't even in on that particular kind of collecting at the time, So we'll do what we can to help out folks that we know and campaigns that we're familiar with, and wish them the best. So, Kate, did you want to
do pretty soon?
I know that. Oh boy, I'm gonna forget the name of it. The Battle Beast-ish one is shipping soon.
Brutal. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta log in and check my pledges because I can't remember. They just sent out a message the other day here. It was more. No, hang on. It is not that one. Not that one. I don't even see it here. Anyway, yeah. There's combat creatures. That's what it is.
Right.
I don't know if you backed that one, Mike. You backed that one, right?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Well,
the only Kickstarter I'm waiting on is the Cyberzoic one.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Those I think are shipping soon too. Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Did you get that dragon?
Oh yeah, I did get that dragon.
Did you? Man, I
got a lot.
I wanted both those dragons so bad. Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff coming from that, man. Oh my God.
You know what's weird is like I had a hard time spending. Was it like $200 something on both of those dragons each? It goes like it's like $400 for both dragons. And I'm like, no, that's a little too much. But like Mythic Legions does one for $500, like $1,000, and I'm like, yeah,
it's different. I mean, that was a brand new line. You didn't have anything personally invested in that line. You've got shelves full of Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions.
Well, it's also bigger. Like to me, I think the size of the dragon was one of the issues I had.
So this was the combat creatures. This was from, I don't even remember. It's probably 2023.
Jason, I did back AWOC, but I figure that's so far in the future. You're right, though.
These were fun. I got a chance to look at some prototypes of these, some early resin prints, and they were really fantastic. Any issues that I had, it seems like they got addressed just in terms of like range of articulation or bits colliding with each other. And they posted an update the other day with packaging shots, and looks like they are shipping out soon. Yeah.
The shark is cool.
Yeah, no, it's a good batch of stuff, and they also did the sort of homage little 2-inch tall vintage style figures. If I can get to the bottom of this,
They're
holy
so
cow!
cute.
Yeah, these here.
Oh yeah,
like
cool.
battle beasts with these particular characters, and obviously not called battle beasts, combat creatures.
Are those Glyos based? Those?
I don't
Or-
believe they are Glyos. No,
Okay.
they probably should have been, but I don't know if
Yeah.
he's in touch with that Glyos community there. It definitely would have been a solid addition to that
I
line.
like those wings.
But yeah, lots of exciting stuff going on there. And I mean, there's so many Kickstarters going on at any given time, like you said.
Yeah, Legendary is the other one that I remember.
I don't even know what's that one. I don't.
Oh, here, I can share it with you. Hang on a second. These guys, I did some photography work from them back when they were.
Oh, those.
cool.
Okay, yeah.
You saw these. Yeah, these
I
guys
saw
were
those
at
Legions
Legions
Con.
Con.
Yep.
Sorry, I'll go back up to the top.
That's right. There you
go.
yeah.
They should be coming out soon. Yeah. Oop, where's the campaign? Sorry, there we go. Boom.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just another solid. I think these are 6 or 7 inch scale figures. I think I
These are gonna
passed
be
on this
really
one.
cool.
Yeah, because I had so much in other Kickstarters at the time. I was like, I gotta hold off on this one.
I know. Everything
But,
looks so cool though, man. Like, it's hard to resist. Look at this guy. I love this guy right here. This guy.
Yeah, there was the one guy that was like translucent. That guy right there.
This guy. You didn't get the translucent one, Dan? Oh,
I didn't. I figured, you know what? I figured this was a campaign where these guys look like they know what they're doing. It seems like it's being produced by people who are competent and experienced and whatever. So I was like, these figures are going to be available later. The Kickstarter had no problem getting funded. I was like, all right, I can sort of step back on this one and invest in it later down the road.
Yeah, you'll get it at Legions Con at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Really cool.
Yep.
Very, very
cool. A lot of stuff going on. It's exciting to see. I love this era of toys and independent companies that we're living in right now.
It's awesome, man.
I've certainly adjusted a lot of my buying over to that from, I can't, I'm good. Like, I don't need another Optimus Prime. I'm good.
Yeah. I wish I could say that, but I say that.
Stop. It's tough because they're still doing good work too,
Yeah.
Interesting things. And that actually, if you want to, Trevor, if you want to open, like any interesting pickups, anything you pick anything up in the last week? It's exciting. You want to
pick up? Well, I didn't
share with the class
yet, but I've been shooting this guy right here.
Oh, okay, nice.
Rosetta Girls Conan.
Rosetta Girls, all right.
Yeah. Double jointed knees now. Everybody's gonna be very happy about that. Single jointed elbows still, but you get a lot of range out of it. I really like the torso cut. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it should be lower," but I think it's really good. I think you get a lot more out of this than you got out of like the Dark Wolf and even the Norse. The Norseman was pretty good, but yeah. So there's 2 versions of this. One is going to be an Asian market version, but you can get it from 5K and Toys Metaverse and stuff like that. It's got more of the spiky helmet, and the other one has. It's all based on the art, the Frazetta art. So
yeah, Robo had a pretty good breakdown on his rewind on his video today. And he even showed off the sort of 3 paintings that those 3 specific figures are based on.
Yep. Yeah. So this one has the curve. So I don't know. People are very upset about the sword. I don't know why they want the straight sword with the It's negligent.
Yeah, I get it. Everybody wants the sort of ideal version of whatever it is. I think it's funny that Harbinger Studios has that new Death Dealer figure up for pre-order.
That looks good.
And there's 8 different helmet options that you can customize. And I'm looking at the different pictures that they posted, and I was like, I can't even tell the difference. Like,
I know. It's like this part and then that.
You want the horns that curve like this, or they curve like this? And I was like, I can't tell the difference. Those are 2 different horns. Like, that's great, but I appreciate the attempt to sort of head off the complaints about like, oh, I wanted it to look like this. I wanted this perfect version of it. It's like here's every possible version you could make of this guy's helmet.
Right. I got this little guy too.
Oh, that's amazing.
I wanted that.
I love this
so
thing,
good,
man.
Yeah,
so cool.
Love a good mimic.
Look how wet that looks. It looks.
Yeah, no, that's pretty wet. There's a very, very wet tongue.
I like
cool.
the top
There's
of
a lot
the
of different
jaw
options
is on the
and the
hinge.
top kind of the hinge, close mouth, open mouth, turn. It's fun. Very expressive.
Who makes that one? Is that an import?
Oh, yeah, it's a third party. Somebody I don't even know.
It's a 5K toy.
Changed their name already.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mike, I know you got a lot of. Actually, I'm sorry. I still haven't put together an introduction for this segment or anything, but we do have to touch base with blow molds this week.
Yeah, don't
This week in
don't
blow
skip
molds.
that.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And
have to-
I got to see we got to Nebula put up some blow molds that they found last week on
That's right.
at that,
Yep. Nebula
last
427.
market. There were some pretty awesome ones that I hadn't seen before, so that was impressive.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look at that blow mold.
It only goes this far,
That's
so I can
Adorable.
It's so cute.
see if
Oh
I
my
can
God, he's
put
so
it right
cute.
on the edge of the. There it is.
Yeah.
There's. Hopefully that'll be the thumbnail. Let me get my face on it.
Now, is there a little lip on the feet so that it can go
There's
over?
not,
Oh, no,
so
okay.
we got a clip on the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
little-
know. I don't really get the.
I think it's a chip clip. I think it's for your Doritos.
Yeah, there you go.
He's gonna put the whole
It's
thing
for
back
your
in the
Cadbury
cover.
beans.
Carrot flavored Doritos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know what the clip is for. I'm assuming because there's definitely
Going
a
like a
hole here,
fence?
but
To go like
I
on a
don't know.
fence or something.
Maybe on the door. It looked like it would like sit on a
like
door. or
a
something.
like a window box, maybe.
Yeah.
That
Maybe.
makes
yeah,
sense.
Oh yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose that would work. Yeah, because then it'd sort of
Looks like
complete that
peanut.
illusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there you go. No brand on this one. You don't know if this is an import or is this local craft?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one that one's branded, but that one was pretty reasonably priced. So, and not like didn't really look
Maybe. Oh,
scary.
maybe
It
that's
didn't look
it.
too scary.
No, it's certainly not scary. It's not. I think maybe a little bit bigger. It might get creepier. But I
Yeah.
think at this scale, it's okay. A little touch up on the nose there should be all right. But
There's nothing more cutthroat than the underground blow mold business.
I mean,
I'll tell you that.
all those repros that they've got in the
That's right.
big box stores now that are just like cheap imitations of the originals. So
yeah, absolutely.
it's not G1 anymore. That's like all those lines aren't even sharp anymore. It's crazy.
Where does one find these in the wild, or do you not? Are they just basically eBay finds, or?
Oh no. These are definitely
Yeah.
local
No,
finds.
Oh,
Antique
really?
stores
flea
have them.
markets or
Okay,
antique stores.
okay.
Mhm.
That
Yep.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can certainly go on. I'm sure eBay is
Mm-hmm. Faux mold.
yes, faux mold. Yes,
Very good.
Yep,
Very good.
yep.
Well done. Well done.
But like, I can't imagine the shipping, even though they're not heavy.
Oh yeah.
No,
box-
yeah, you're in a big box for
Packing.
sure.
Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and where is the line, right? Because there's new stuff that's being made, but you don't want new stuff. Like the
Right.
new stuff, I feel like falls into that trap of It's like Sharknado and all these fake campy movies that are trying to be campy. The new stuff is just trying to pull on that nostalgic thing. You want the legit thing,
Right.
when it was like we don't have the
Authenticity.
technology to make it better than this. This is all we can make.
Right.
So
right.
do you cut that off at the end of the 80s? Like
Yeah.
where does that stop?
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I think that there's some even into like mid 90s there were some new, but like the ones that, although I will say, and I don't shop at Hobby Lobby, but the one that I saw last year was a blow mold version of like the 70s ceramic Christmas tree that everybody's grandmother had, but it was like 3 feet tall, and I was like, oh no. Oh
Yeah, I mean, if they throw enough pitches, they're gonna eventually get you to want to swing at one, right?
yeah, that one was really good, but it was also like crazy expensive, I thought. So,
And are they all mainly holiday themed, or are there things outside of that were used for promotion and stuff like that you can?
that's
blow-mold dragon. That'd be cool.
So the one thing that that we have talked about is Shogun Warriors are kind of like blow mold. So
Pretty
I
close.
actually need to do a little bit of research to really see like where that line is, because
Really?
Yeah, like if you see some of those older, like some of those, like not necessarily the Godzilla one, but like Those
Yeah,
vintage shows, like,
Mazinger and Guy King and all of those others. Yeah, they certainly fit that same profile as far as feel and materials and all this. Where's this woman's voice coming? What woman's voice are you talking about? I don't hear any voice.
from the ether. I hear
Uh,
nothing.
Yeah, I'm just doing a quick scroll through of vintage blow mold on eBay, and it is all holiday. I'm not finding a single one that is not holiday themed. I was thinking maybe there'd be like some sports, baseball, maybe something movie related or pop culture. But everything here is just strictly tied to
There
holidays.
is one at my antique store that is just a peacock. That's awesome. It's just a peacock. I don't know that really falls.
Just
into
celebrating NBC quality TV.
Yeah.
God, the first one on eBay that I saw is that Santa Claus. I don't know if you've seen the same one, Dan. It's
Possibly. Is it the real creepy face one where he looks like he's super
Right.
stoned?
It's frightening. And I remember that stuff, especially when you underlight it. Like it's like can you make the scary? Yeah, let's underlight it. That'll be
This is we'll share this one with the crowd here.
Oh, there's some kitties. Oh, well, they're Halloween kitties. Yeah. Look, that is.
Yeah, the lighting's not helping it.
That's when Gandalf is telling Bilbo that he's not trying to rob him.
Right,
He's
exactly.
trying to help him. That's like the scary
Bilbo
Gandalf.
Baggins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I saw there was an owl on here that wasn't actually like a Halloween owl, just looking more like a decorative kind of owl.
Those owls are actually supposed to go in your garden to scare away the bird, like to scare away birds from eating your garden. So those are yep.
Interesting.
This is wild.
Yeah, learning something new every week.
So that's a good question. What's the difference between a
Rotocast.
Rotocast.
We have to bring in some other plastics experts to.
We need. Okay. Well, we need to get.
I'm gonna have to start doing some research on this.
We need to get a craftsman on here.
That's it. Crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna segue back to barbarian characters and figures that aren't quite out yet. I did get a sample copy of Boss Fight Studios' Red Sonja this week.
Yes,
which is a really nice figure. This is one of their Epic Hacks figures, which means that it still has Hacks compatibility, which means that it has all kinds of points where you can take it apart and customize it. And there's pegs that have swappable parts and things, similar to how Mythic Legions or any of these other sort of modular action figure lines work. There's pegs in the shoulders, the hips, the ankles, all those sorts of things. Obviously, you have interchangeable hands, just like you would with pretty much any action figure line these days. It's focusing on my face
obviously
instead
not
of the figure.
compatible with the 3 3/4 inch Hacks line.
No, it is a completely different scale and line.
Although that'd be funny
of figures. It would be interesting. It comes with all kinds of stuff. I think these are technically in stock at Big Bad Toy Store right now. I had just gotten my shipping notice or my arriving soon notice when I got this sample in the mail from Boss Fight. So I canceled my pre-order. So there's at least one more there in stock that somebody else can take advantage of. But she comes with all kinds of 3 different heads. This one's sort of like the sort of straight expression with the hoop earrings in. There's more of like a gritted teeth, angry expression, and then just sort of a neutral pose face. Somebody I think it was on Instagram, had asked if the hair was swappable because the description on Big Bad makes it sound like the hair is swappable, which is something that I know Mythic Legions has gotten into recently. But they are not swappable hairs. If you read it as swappable portraits, then it makes sense. The 3 heads, 2 of the heads have the same exact hair on them, and the third is like really close enough that there wouldn't really even be a point to swapping the hairs. But she's got swappable thigh bands, armbands, different glove cuffs, swords, belts, all kinds of things. I think there's like 30 pieces or something that come in this box of different swappable parts and things. I posted some pictures on Instagram and on Blue Sky if you want to check those out over there.
Yes, good timing on those pictures, because I started seeing people somebody took some crappy pictures of them as people are wont to, and then everybody gets crazy and like, oh my god, it's what the hell happened
Yeah,
here? And then
yeah.
your picks and like, okay, Dan took some pics. Look at it.
Yeah, so first picks are always like somebody on a Nokia from
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
2002.
Exactly. With one bright light over here and no light over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I put this figure in the bathtub to take a picture of it. Just to get, yeah. It's like, what are you
Right.
doing?
I
I will say
to
this.
be like the worse your camera is, the earlier you get your figure.
Exactly. Yeah. The only question
That needs a
mark
law
I have,
name, some sort of law name. I don't know what that would be called, but yeah.
the only question mark I have about this figure is Trevor, do you remember Party Angela from McFarlane? Do you remember that whole thing?
Yes. Yeah.
McFarlane with the figure Angela, who was
Angela.
in one of the earliest waves. We're talking like 94, 95, somewhere around there,
Yeah.
I think. Ish.
From Spawn.
From Spawn, the character Angela. And the whole thing was that the first run of that figure had, the same kind of loincloth type of hanging chainmail armor, whatever. And the crotchal area, everybody be quiet so we get a nice clean cut of me saying this. The crotchal area wasn't painted. And so collectors were like, she doesn't have underpants on. And so people were going nuts, hitting all the Toys R Us's and KB toy stores and stuff. And she got the nickname Party Angela. She doesn't have any underpants on. And it was so stupid that McFarlane Toys actually had to rerun the figure with underpants painted on. Just the
so
T-crotch.
stupid that
Like, it's
McFarlane
so
Toys decided to
stupid.
never make female characters ever again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right,
it's true.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
maybe if they didn't put underwear on them, people would buy them, I guess.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
And so to boss fight, I say, maybe you're going to sell a lot more figures from this because nothing is painted on. But my complaint is that there's no strap on the thongle area, so it's just the sort of hanging armor. And so when you're trying to pose the figure, this loincloth has a tendency to move up, and so if you're just trying to put her in like an action pose, swinging a sword, whatever, you have to sort of readjust that loincloth
I
back
had
down.
that problem here as well. Like there is not much here you can see, like covering the areas, and like
These
if that
figures
just
need a
shifts
modesty
little bit,
adjustment.
or he's got his leg out like that or something. You're like, whoa, okay, hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my my 4 horseman legendary barbarian. Does he has his T crotch? I think is painted brown. Though. Yeah, he's got painted junk, painted underneath.
Yeah, he's got like a red.
Yeah. So
I have tricked out mine to like be a King Conan at this point.
oh geez, man, what is that shield from?
Uncle, this guy's name, Uncle. I don't know. He's in the third party.
Okay,
I painted this up a long time ago.
Yeah. Transformers don't have
love
this
this.
problem.
It's true.
I went, Dorklayer has posted pictures of the is it the Heavens brand, that
Gideon?
night,
Yeah.
his sword, his belt, using that belt on the legendary barbarian, and it looks great. But I didn't get that figure, and if I did get that figure, I wouldn't want to take the belt off of that figure.
No, that's a new belt. Like that's not even coming out with the belts packs or anything. So we're gonna have to wait for another figure for that to come out on.
Yeah, so I grabbed the belt off of Gaspar from the 2-pack.
Yeah,
at
that looks good.
And you can't even see him wearing that belt anyway if you have his robes on him. So you can pull the
Yeah.
belt off, keep the robes on him, and he looks exactly the same anyway. And
Yeah.
I like, as much as I do like that ab armor that he comes with, this opens up the torso area a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's not quite as high tech looking because there's that sort of techish kind of feel to that armor.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it works. Well, it doesn't really work with the He-Man look either, but it's cool. I like it. I like it as more of a King Conan thing. But yeah, if I'm gonna do another one with just like a regular kind of Conan look, and I'll probably swap it out to one of those belts.
And I grabbed the necklace off of Dark Wolf.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Yeah, and then also the bracers on Dark Wolf swap perfectly over to
Yes.
here. So if you want that more
Saw that.
He-Man look, where it has the studs on the bracelets, the Dark Wolf bracelets.
I
work
love
great
that
for as
He-Man
well.
one you did. Man, that looked great. Really good.
Yeah, it's unfortunately I played myself because now I'm like, well, I probably need a second legendary barbarian, so I can actually have Conan and He-Man on the shelf at the same time instead of having to keep doing this wig swapping game thing that's going on.
That's one I can see having 3 or 4 of. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So Red Sonja should be shipping soon, as I understand it. Like I said, Big Bad Toy Store has theirs in stock. So if you pre-ordered it there, you should be getting it soon. And as I understand it, Boss Fight's getting their stock in shortly as well. Mike, I know you and I both got quite a bit of Necronominous stuff in.
Yep.
We had already talked about, I think you showed off your bishop last time.
I did.
But you got your
bishop?
yeah,
I
you
did.
got your
He only moves
Necronominous.
diagonally, so he just.
That's right. You got your Maxilius. You got your Maxilius and
I
your
did.
Conibus.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got so okay.
Got them all on my desk.
It's a sore spot right now.
Oh, you
Um,
broke your Maxilius. That's what it
Well,
was.
yeah.
What?
So no. That's okay. So there's a
That
couple. There's a
hurts.
couple sore
That can
spots
hurt.
now that you're talking about it. Back when they do the pre-order thing, I ordered 3 figures from Four Horsemen directly. I ordered Conibus, Maxilius, and then I don't know how to say his name, Sir Ooksjack, whatever.
Oops, Jack. Yeah,
Ooksjack, yeah.
sure.
Today I finally got that. I was like the last package they
I
shipped.
think it's the
out
last
from
box out of the warehouse. Yeah.
out of the warehouse. Someone had to. It was me. Because like as soon as I got the order thing for mine, they're like, we're done shipping, and I was like, great. But I just got it today. I was so excited. Opened it up. I got 3 figures in there. I got my Conibus, I got my Maxilius, and instead of Sir Ooksjack, I got the army builder. I got the undead army builder, and I'm hurt.
And it's doubly painful because the last time you ordered something directly from
Yes.
Four Horsemen, the same thing happened.
Same thing happened. They sent me the wrong thing.
Oh no, you're kidding me. Wow.
No,
that-
so I got this instead of Sir Ooksjack, or
Which is
whatever.
cool.
I mean, listen,
it's better.
this is
Sorry,
cool,
Greg.
but I'm
So you gotta-
pretty sure for number one, I'm pretty sure Sir
Probably a little
Ooksjack
more
is more
expensive.
expensive
Yeah,
than this.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm a little shorted money because I got this. Number
Yeah.
2, I like the aesthetic of like he was the one I was looking forward to the most.
I was
Because-
just about to say, as I recall, that was the one you
Yeah.
were most excited about.
I was 100% because I just even if he's just a statue on the shelf, I like the aesthetic of the big holy paladin with a giant hammer. It
Well, and
just
that like the sort
know-
of bad guy crossing sides, that was a good
yeah,
guy,
just all of that was cool, and like that was the first thing I was gonna like bust into, and I opened it. I'm like, I didn't order this, and my wife's like, what? I'm like, I didn't order this. I don't know what this is. Like I know what it is, but like, so I sent an email to Four Horsemen. I know like they're no one's there, but I don't expect anything. I don't expect anything till Monday. But I'm like I get you're busy, but like I've been waiting for so long. Even after you started shipping,
Yeah.
I waited so long, and then it's just so disappointing to not get what I ordered. And
Yeah.
when they did this with the knight figure, I had to ship the knight that they sent me back, and then they shipped me a new one. And I'm like, is there just any way you can just ship me out the
I'm
right
cool. I'm
figure?
good for it. You know who I am.
Exactly,
Like-
that's what I said. Like, I'm good for it. Like, who I like. You can. I'm a member of the community. Like, I'm
Yeah,
on
exactly.
shows.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like, and like, I just don't make me wait longer.
I'll vouch for you, Mike. I'll vouch for you.
Thanks, man. Maybe you
Mention
can
my
put a
name,
little
man.
word in. Like I'm
I
not
will.
asking for a free figure. I'll send them this one.
Yeah, no,
back.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
the timing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the wait for the actual shipment of the thing.
Right.
Finally get it in hand and have it now. You got to like send them the figure back, get the other thing shipped to you.
Right.
It's a whole pain in the butt. But so on screen here is the figure that Mike's talking about, the one that he had
and
actually wanted to order.
I love it. I love all the paint on the armor. I love the holy like symbols on the chest. Like
He is like a walking cathedral, like they said. It's
Exactly,
really the
like-
kind of description of it.
I like having a little army of like holy knights on my shelf, and this guy was going to be like the big bruiser in the back, and it's and right, Mr. Ryan Clark, it's the inconvenience of the thing, and if it hadn't just happened,
Yeah,
like,
right.
a
If like this
month
was an
ago?
isoned incident, it would have been like
Yeah.
totally fine. Yeah.
but
now it
but
feels
this-
so weird.
vengeful.
Because like in the cabal, like there's
Yeah.
no stopping people from posting that this broke or I got
Right.
two left feet. It's like
Yeah.
you don't have to post that. You can just
Right.
email them and they'll send you another foot.
Right.
Right.
But everybody's posting. But I'll be on. I mean, I'm sure it has happened. I haven't seen them all, but I don't see a lot of like I got the wrong thing, and I can't believe that
Yeah.
happened to you twice.
twice, yeah. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, I know they have a
And,
pretty good.
I know they're
there.
busy and
Unreal.
stuff like.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
And they're not a huge company. Like I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them.
No. Yeah.
Like I don't think they're trying to stiff me out or anything
No,
like that.
they'll make
I'm
it-
more
they'll make it right.
disappointed, I guess, than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That but I know it's like
I'm
a
not-
parent
I'm
thing.
not-
I'm not mad. I'm just
I'm not
disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm
Yes.
disappointed. Yeah.
But that being said, you know, I did get Maxilius
much
the
better than this.
Harvester, and he is great. I like him a lot. Yeah. So when I pulled the hourglass out of the package, the top of it snapped off. The little hook. The little
What the
hook.
hell, man.
But it's
And
so
I was even being careful.
yeah. So for mine, the middle ring kept snapping out, and it was okay
I can
because
see
the
how that's
ring
open.
didn't snap.
Yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
snap. It's open. You can just snap it back on. So it's just
Yeah.
kind of a frustration thing. But yours, the actual ring that connects it to
The connecting ring
broke.
snapped, and I was trying to push from the back and evenly push it out. You know, and I'll take a little bit of that. I don't know if maybe I just did it wrong or whatever. I glued it, and it looks like it's gonna be fine. So
just for Mike. It's
Just
only been a
for
pain
Mike,
for
yeah.
Mike.
yeah,
It took a little longer than they expected.
Yeah.
It took about 3 weeks longer than they expected. So people
Yeah.
were,
You know,
I mean, I get it. It's in there, but they are. What are you going to say? They're a small company. I mean, that's.
I don't want to make excuses for anybody else.
Sure.
I don't have access to inside information or anything. Anything I say is purely speculative. But I gotta imagine it's real hard on the marketing side of things. Jeremy, whoever is these public facing, the voices of the company and stuff, to not just say what's happening. I totally get you don't want to, but I am sure there are like shipping issues, receiving issues, things that are so far beyond their control. Like, I'm not even talking about like it's at their warehouse. I'm talking about on the boats, in China, wherever the stuff is coming from, international tariff issues, whatever. There's things that are just so far beyond their control. And I would also expect that, oh, nice. That's
nice.
very kind, dude. I would also expect that this line is growing fast.
Yeah.
And there may be some growth issue there, as far as like how to handle the scaling of all these things that are happening.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And when it takes, when pre-orders are happening 2 years before a line gets delivered, 2 years is a long time for that customer base to grow even further. And just the amount of people who came into Legions between Poxus and Necronominus, pre-orders, like that's a long time, so.
This was a big wave. I know this was a lot of people ordered this wave. This is a lot of for a lot of people. And it's a good seller, man. It's a great wave. And I think, they're trying to move quickly and get things out, and the picking and packing. They got a really good operation. I've seen it. Diego over there runs a great operation, but stuff happens. I just
think Diego hates me. He sees my
Diego
name and he's like, no.
There's one name on the flag
There's one
list
guy.
there.
I get flagged every time. No.
Just do this. It'll be funny. Take one figure out. Yeah.
But
swap it with anything else.
I did also get Cannabis, so now I have my
oh my
complete
god
Necronominus. And so the first thing I did,
talk about wingspan.
What I know, right? When I opened up Cannabis, is I actually took all his clothes off, partially because I had to heat up his legs because they were frozen, which is fine. Like, that's normal for a painted figure like this. But I put Maxilius in just his death robes with Scythe on like the naked horse. And I really like the way, and that's why I ordered
it looks
those from
good
4-H.
on the skeleton horse, man.
Because my idea when they announced him was like, I like just the simple death aesthetic of Maxilius.
Same.
And I like the skeleton horse, and I like that you could just take all his stuff off. So it's like a simplistic like look, and I really dug that. So that's like the first thing I did was put them on. And I see you got it locked and loaded.
I think you'll be happy that you got this. I know you want your guy, but like these guys are.
Well, I'm assuming they'll make me send this back, and I'm fine. But I
don't know.
They did last time.
They did last time, and that's fine if they do. I've got that guy on my birthday list, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get one.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah. All right.
So
I'm not gonna complain if they do.
Yeah, so on screen here is just the sort of basic death. Grim Reaper, just your generic Grim Reaper build of Maxilius the Harvester. He comes with two different heads. One's that is just a straight skull head, which is on the figure here, and then there's the one that has the sort of no eyes, kind of much creepier looking head there. And this is, pretty much why I ordered these two figures too. But it's weird because once I got them in hand, I really did like all the extra stuff on Maxilius.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, me too. And that's how I'm going to display mine. But I do like. I just wanted to try it. I wanted to get the picture of
Yeah.
just the simplicity of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I showed this off last time because I think I had this one in hand already. My only complaint, Mike, you had the same complaint, is the hood. I wish there was just one little stitch, one stitch in the back that makes it less cone heady.
Yeah, he's a
You
little.
know?
Mhm.
He looks like a little Jawa-esque.
Yeah.
A little water
but,
treatment will help. You can water treat it, and then it should be good.
Okay, what is that?
Oh, water treatment? Just
Yeah.
literally soak the figure with the cloth on it in water, and then shape it and let it dry. And
Just
if
water?
you like kind of hold it down with just water. Yeah,
Okay.
and just hold it down. It's a 1/6 trick. We do it with
Okay.
a lot of the jet. I mean, not on the figure necessarily with 1/6, but you get it damp and you can put it on on a body just that you have, like an extra body, and shape it and then put it on. Because a lot of the
I'd never heard
Jedi
that.
robes will be
Yeah.
kind of like puffy and they don't look
Yeah.
worn or whatever. So a lot of people do the water treatment.
So you just dunk it in a bowl or a mug or something, or
Put it under the faucet, whatever. Yeah,
run it under the faucet? Okay.
Yeah.
And give that a
soak
shot.
it good and let it dry. Shape it and let it dry. Now this has got wires in it, so I don't know what that's going to do to the wires. Your mileage. might-
Yeah.
but
Well, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I mean,
it dries out. It's fine. They're
yeah,
not going to rust.
yeah. So that's all the Mythic
That's my Grim
Legions. Like,
Reaper
I
right
did.
there.
Yeah, that looks so good. No, what
This
robe
is
is
a-
that? Yeah.
It's a Nazgul. It was a really crappy third-party Nazgul that I got, and I was like, "This
Mm-hmm.
sucks,"
Mhm.
and I couldn't send it back, so I took the robes off and fit this guy, and it looks great.
That's a good robe. Yeah, for sure.
$60 robe there for.
I did.
Thankfully,
get
something
some-
worked out.
I got some Black Series stuff. We'll just go through real quick because no one cares about that but me. But I did get this nice little 2-pack from Amazon.
Sweet.
Little gaming greats. I like the little Target practice battle droid.
I
Like,
don't
think
know
it's
how
really
that
fun.
wasn't an actual Target exclusive. Like,
Right. Look, it's got their logo on
Right.
it.
Totally.
And then okay, give me a second there. All right. Cool. And then I did get Commander Bly from the new wave of figures. Now, there was some controversy with this guy because the pictures looked cool, but the figure people were getting, like, the helmet is too high, and it put his T-visor, like, too much was visible, and it kind of made it look a little, like, droopy, like sad. So I did heat up his head, and I just gave it a good squish and kind of pushed it down, and I think it looks a lot better. than
It's
it did,
like
for
I
sure. Yeah,
I know I'm a dinosaur
yeah.
because I still look at helmet designs and stuff like that and just being like, I don't like new Star Wars helmets. I don't like new Stormtrooper helmets. There's
Yeah,
only two
me neither.
Stormtrooper. There's only
Me
three
neither.
four. There's Stormtrooper,
Biker
Hoth
Scout?
Trooper,
Yeah,
Biker Scout, I guess.
Yeah.
TIE Fighter Pilot and
TIE
Imperial
Fighter
Guard.
Pilot.
That's it.
sure.
Yep,
All right,
yep,
that's it.
yep.
There's
No
only
more.
5 helmets.
I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. Yeah.
Which is not true. I love the Shore
Yeah.
Trooper. There's so many that I like,
Yeah.
but there's
I do
some of
love the
those where
Stormtrooper.
there's some where I'm just like, all right, there's too much crap on this. We
Death
don't need
Trooper is
this.
cool too.
That's
but
one of my top. That's one of
a
my top.
little on the nose though. It's the names that are like the binge
sure,
or the
yeah,
purge
yeah.
Hey, can you
trooper,
go
like,
like 10 feet in? No, that's not the
Yeah.
shore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Only shore trooper.
it's like they're like union, like
Yeah.
hey, can you throw some fire over there? No, that's
No,
not.
no.
I don't
Fire
handle
trooper.
fire. That's
Fire
shore
trooper.
trooper.
flame trooper.
Yeah,
If there's a beach and some sand, I am there.
yeah. I played
Especially
myself. I'm
trained.
going to use that term again. On the Death Trooper when that design was sort of announced for Rogue One. I was really excited about them, and they've got that weird sort of robotic kind of voice,
Love it.
and they are generally, I thought, kind of lankier and sort of like leaner than your average Stormtrooper. And I had this whole headcanon built up that they were called Death Troopers because they were like almost like zombie, almost like reanimated corpse kind
wow.
of like monstrous. Yeah, and I was like, I'm like, oh
Prescient.
man, this is gonna be so cool. And then once I find out like, oh, they were just like on the Death Star, and that's why they're
That was-
called Death Troopers.
yeah.
I was like, I don't know, that's fine. They're still cool. I still like them a lot,
Mm.
but I'm gonna stick with my headcanon.
I mean, they were zombies in the Ahsoka
They were.
show.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
So,
very prescient.
Yeah.
I mean, zombie troopers. I mean, I feel like those have been in games or I don't
Yeah,
know,
there was a book
years
It
ago.
was like a
Yeah, that's like a
like
height
it was like
requirement for
Galaxy
these
of
guys.
Fear.
They're very
or something
tall.
like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Is that the one? Did that one come with a little stormtrooper doll?
Yes. Yeah, yeah. I've
That's
got
cute.
Krennic.
I wish they'd
Yeah.
pack that in with the regular
Stormtrooper
figure in
doll.
Black Series.
For sure.
Ah, there he is. So
I think
cute.
more figures should have action figures as accessories.
Sure, yeah. Well, and especially in the Star Wars universe, because all
Right.
of those figures are great. They're just like little
Yeah.
wooden, like handmade
Yeah.
things, like all this technology, and nobody
And you have,
has like
a little like 1800s wood doll.
yeah, you have spaceships that can fly through, space and time and not time,
Oh
but
my god,
hyperspace.
That was a genius
that's
idea.
amazing. That's amazing.
Hyperspace travel, but not photoreal face printing. Like
Right.
Right.
but I love it. That's one of the things I love about Star Wars. It's sort of clash of technology, where there's some things are so high end and then other stuff is just you had to make it yourself,
Yeah.
And I love that they keep that going.
Yeah.
A couple of
my
things.
last-
Go ahead,
my
Mike.
last
Sorry.
figure. It's okay. I got
Ooh, nice.
yeah, I got Savage.
doesn't just
Savage.
Savage.
He's French. Yes.
Is it?
Oh.
Who's that? That Savage Operas?
No. Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he honestly, this might end up being my figure of the year. Like this is
Really?
this is
What?
this is a good figure. My only complaint is the lightsaber has it's like a weird color because it's just molded in plastic with some paint on it, which sucks. But he also comes with an axe, and the axe looks great. Like there's tons of great painting and detailing on it, and then they're like lightsaber, nah. Just have it look like that. But everything else, like there's like a wash and like paint apps all over the place that aren't coming up on the camera there. But
Nice.
he looks good. I
He
really
looks
like
good.
him. Yeah,
Is that
he's got like
soft
a couple
goods?
yeah, he's got
Yeah.
soft goods here.
Okay.
He's got a couple extra articulation points on his
the front is-
arms here and stuff. Yeah,
Nice.
I like him. That's all my pickups. So I'm done.
Nice. I did get the what's her face? Bulialith.
Oh,
Blue-
Bluelith. Yeah, Bluelith.
There it is.
The
She's
blue,
the
she's blue, and she's blue.
yeah.
Blue.
No nose, Dan.
no.
You go nose or no nose?
I went nose.
I love no nose. I'm team no
Yeah,
nose.
I went
love
nose. I did gear her up with all of her animals. She got her bird on her arm and the cage on the back, and then her leash bound chimera guy here.
So good. I love this figure.
Really great set. I actually wasn't going to order it, but then Kate wanted to get it, so
I
I'm
love
glad
it.
that we
I
did.
think that
Good
she's
call, Kate.
super cool. I just think she
Yeah.
just yeah.
My favorite part is the snake in the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can open up the cage.
Is the
And then the
bird got a
snake-
cage? No. The snake.
No,
though.
snake.
Snakes in the cage.
Snake, no.
Yeah. And that they gave her the little hook on the back. She can carry it
Yeah.
around. Trevor, maybe you can answer this question for me, Trevor. The graveyard skeletons. Hang on.
Yes.
What's the deal with the masks?
What's the
mask
deal
thing?
with the masks?
What's the deal with the masks?
On the grave. What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What's the
With
deal with
masks.
the masks? Who
Like-
are these skeletons?
So it's like you have skeleton,
Yep.
and then
with
you have
skeleton mask.
Skeleton.
How much
You have
fun
skull
is
mask.
that? Come on, it's fun.
Wouldn't it have made more fun?
You'll
Since if
never
it was
know
like
what he is. under
flesh
that mask.
mask,
It could
like
be anything.
or if
I
the
don't-
skull mask fit on other figures.
I think these are, if you look at the box art, these are a subtle nod to the silly symphonies.
Sure.
the
Yes.
early Disney thing. I don't know that they had anything like that. I don't think they did. I think they were just skeletons dancing around, but I know they like switched heads and things like that. So I don't know. I haven't seen that in a long time. Maybe there's something that has to do with that. I think it was just fun stuff. It was just like put a pumpkin head on, put a skull head on them.
Yeah. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. There's sort of more like demonic kind of skull.
Yeah, I love that one.
And
That's
then
cool,
the
yeah.
the clawed toes,
The
and
big clawed toes,
fingers, give it a sort of different personality. You do have the skull, the jack-o'-lantern that originally came with Headless Horseman that you can put on there as well. And I'm assuming I'm not really much of a customizer or painter or anything, but these seem like they're already the right color as far as priming is concerned.
Yes.
If you're looking to paint them yourself.
Right.
But,
Paint them black, and you got your. I love this one. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Right. You just one pack of those graveyard skeletons. Throw a bit of a black wash on them. You got all your charred skeletons you could possibly want.
Yep. Not official.
Not official,
but it'll suffice.
But I also got I intentionally got, and they did send me the Undead Builder set, which
I think we got the same makeup there. That's cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love this build. I love just everything about. I have a translucent plastic. I was a little disappointed it didn't glow in the dark, but that's fine. It is what it is. And I had also picked up the Headhunter from Zillow. I didn't pick it up actually. You picked it up for me.
Yep.
So appreciate that.
Yep, sure.
Awesome.
It's a great
because
figure.
I knew it was going to have the same skull, the eye effects, and the green translucent that comes in this Undead Builder pack. I want to make sure I had both of those. This is Animal Warriors of the Kingdom axe that I put with this.
Oh yeah, I saw your picture of that. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
I have it, and I forgot.
The halberd is fine. It's just really long. It's tough to sort of pose him on the shelf with that. And as a headhunter, I was like, I feel like he should have an axe. So I stuck with the gold theme. That axe worked perfectly. Threw that on him. What else we got? To get out of Legion's land, I also grabbed the X Factor Cyclops. Glad to finally have that in hand.
It's a good pose.
Jean Grey went up this week. I missed her because I don't have the Target red thing, and I didn't want to pay for shipping. So
why didn't you tell me? I would have gotten
it. You know what? Sometimes you just throw it up to fate, and you say, if fate wants me to have it, I'll get it someday. If not, oh well. And that's
you're gonna walk into the store. She'll be sitting on pegs, and you can just
I'll be at a show. Something will happen. Who knows? I'll get it eventually, or the one that has boots. Because they didn't put the boots on her. The one that has boots will be somewhere else, and it'll be easy to get, and won't be a stupid pre-order race and whatever. So. But this is a really nice figure. Glad to finally have this X Factor suit. I do like the blue and gold over the blue and white. So glad to finally have that. Kate, you had another pickup or two here. You did grab this. Mike, I don't know if you got this one yet. The Cherry Blossoms Lego set.
We do have that one.
Yeah, that's a nice set there. And then also Boss Fight also included the next batch of strawberry shortcake. They sent us sour grapes. I'm gonna squeeze this. You can't smell it, unfortunately. You don't have smell-o-vision, but it smells real good. So we got sour grapes.
The figure has the smell in it, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's the packaging has a little vent on it. There's like a couple of vent holes right here, so you press on it and it just blasts you in the face. So we got sour grapes and we got the peculiar purple pie man.
My sisters had all of these. I'm buying them a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, they're really, really fantastic, and
sour grape smells so good.
Alternate heads, alternate hands. She comes with two of what's the snaky guy's name? Dregs. She comes with a
compatible with Red Sonja.
No, it's not. This is not technically part of their hacks system. So no, unfortunately,
that was a mistake on their part. Honestly,
might have been a licensing issue.
The purple markers back in the day, those grape markers.
Oh man,
yeah, like erasers and stuff.
Yeah. I love that smell.
Definitely that fake grape smell. Yeah,
I miss bonkers.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a chance to photograph these yet. I'll get some. I didn't want to take them out until I got some in-package shots, so probably throw those up tomorrow. But hopefully those will be shipping soon as well. He's got this really amazing. You're not gonna be able to see it here, but he's got on his belt hook there. He's got his each individual on the gold ring.
Oh, the measuring spoons.
Little measuring spoons. Yeah, nice. Just a lot of really nice detail put into them, and
those look really good.
Yeah, pretty psyched about that.
Are those out there for sale in are those at Targets and stuff like that, or
no? The loyal subjects ones are out there, but what Boss Fight is doing is they have the sort of deluxe set of their figures where it's like interchangeable portraits and all of the little bits and the alternate hands and accessories and whatever. They're introducing this year. I'm not sure if they've actually put them out into stores yet, but they should be hitting at some point soon. They're putting out sort of like what Super 7 did with the Thundercats, like simpler versions that are a lower price point. So it's just the figure and their pet friend. And they actually got those into places like Cracker Barrel, the restaurant chain. So you'll be able to go there and pick up a strawberry shortcake figure. I know they're looking to get them into like
and strawberry shortcake if you want it.
Yeah, well, actual strawberry shortcake and the figure strawberry shortcake, either way. And they're definitely looking to get them into places, less conventional action figure toy places that people might be interested in. Places like, Michael's or Hobby Lobby, those kinds of places. Cool. They figure the thought process is sort of like, you have this market of customizers and model builders and miniature painters and all this other stuff. This is an action figure line that has some of their other lines, maybe not so much strawberry shortcake. The Power Stars. Is Power Stars theirs, or is that the other Superpowers theme? I think Power Stars is theirs. Anyway, they have their different lines that are built around customization, alternate modular parts and those sorts of things. And so they're really putting on this effort to get their figures out to other retail places. So I think you'll start to see those other strawberry shortcake figures start to pop up on places other than online retailers.
Yeah, my nieces are probably a little old for that, but I know my sisters would have bought that stuff for them back in the day, for sure. Yeah,
they're really nice figures if you like strawberry shortcake.
They're great. They're super cute.
Last thing is we do have Bishop, but he's naked right now because Kate wanted him as a Shadowfax instead of
that's
Bishop.
Shadowfax.
Because he's
Perfect
a good looking
Shadowfax.
Shadowfax.
Yeah, like that's
for your Hellcat Gandalf, or
well, we have the Diamond Select.
Nice.
7-inch scale, so it pairs nicely with that.
There you go.
Works out nicely. So, and then I think I showed this off last time when we logged off, but I did grab my first Blockies figure, which I'm not getting into this line, but I had to grab one. I figured from this wave, there were like 5 out of the 9 figures that I was interested in. This was the bottom of the list of the figures I was interested in. So I was like, well, at least it's one of the ones I was okay with. It does come with the little transformed bombshell, which
that's
is
adorable, though. That's
shrapnel. I said bombshell. It's shrapnel. I did add I took a chrome pen and chromed it up a little bit, the gun and all of Shrapnel's bits. So it's fun. They're great. Everything everybody has said about them is correct and true. They are fun little build kits. They are super posable. They got a lot of character. I do like them quite a bit. I'm just trying to not get into another line.
It's a really good idea. And I hear everybody talking about them. I haven't picked one up yet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to do everything I can. I just wish I could buy the ones I wanted. Like, I don't want to play the game of blind boxes. I don't want to buy a whole wave for $70 or whatever it is. Like, just want Megatron. I would like Soundwave, maybe Sunstreaker, the 2 swoops, all the other Dinobots, maybe Wheeljack, Sideswipe. If you're going to get, Sunstreaker, you have to have Sideswipe. And then maybe the Speakers, probably Shockwave, the Constructicons, just a couple of them,
Oh yeah, they're all blind boxes, right? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Exactly. I was on with Kevin toying around last night, and he was actually weighing them because somebody's got like the weights out there for the different ones. So you have to bring a scale with you to the store.
Just to see.
Imagine like dropping
like
the grams
Indiana
on there in
Jones,
the middle of the
Lee 86. I asked you guys, but getting a horse from Fish Toys, I don't even know what that is.
I'd never heard of it either.
I picked up one of those. It's kind of a Mythic Legions horse, but they've added like some torso, and it's got like not real hair, but it's got some actual whatever yak hair or whatever they're using for the hair and the tail. It looks nice. They look good. I think they're $70-$80 or something like that. Maybe they're more. I don't remember. I bought one a while ago. I don't know when it's coming in, but they look good. Nice alternative.
Interesting. We'll take a look at that. So the short version of that answer is no. I'm not getting one because I did not know they existed.
Not yet.
No. Real quick, I wanted to hit Trevor. You and I are both going to be in Japan.
Man.
Trapiculi is top right now. I'm getting ready to do my. Those the first Bone Wings.
Yeah, those are the early Bone.
Oh, those look good with those. Yeah,
I have those, so maybe I'll pull that swap too. The bone doesn't match quite perfectly, but that's fine. You and I are both going to be in Japan in a few weeks here. You have a panel.
In a few weeks.
You have a panel going on. How did that happen? Was that something that?
Well, we've been trying to make it happen for about 5 years. Ray, who's Star Wars Toy Stories, who does some great stop motion animation films. He and I both started talking, we won the fan awards, which I think they only did once, 1 year, and then they never went back to them again, which was pretty cool. It was different categories: photography and film and drawings and all this sorts of stuff. So I've been trying to get a toy photography panel in New York Comic Con. I'm still trying. I don't know why they don't want to do it, but they don't. So we've been trying for like 4 or 5 years now to get this going, and they haven't been interested, or they just couldn't fit it in within the schedule or whatever. But this year they said yes, and so now I have to go to Japan.
You don't have to, but
Now I have to go to Japan.
Well, I mean, it's considerably more than going to Chicago or
Sure,
Miami.
sure.
Yeah,
Legions Con, yeah.
but yeah, exactly. But it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be really cool. Plastic Action, Jax, Nose Rain, Richie, Ray is gonna be part of it, and Susan, formerly of Sideshow, will be there.
So you said you've been to Star Wars Celebration before. I've never actually been to Star Wars Celebration.
Have you not? Oh, wow.
I've never been. I mean, last year was it in the US last year?
No, I was in London last time. It was in.
Okay.
I went to the one in California.
That's where we met.
Before that, yeah, that's right. Did you get COVID? Because I got COVID.
I did not. I had a mask on the whole time.
Good for you. Good for you. And then Miami, and they had one in Chicago in the middle of winter too. So that was great. But yeah, it's a cool. You're gonna enjoy yourself, man. It's fun. I think it's gonna be wild in Japan too, to see the cosplaying and things like that, and some of the local vendors. I know there's a lot of people coming in. They're gonna have a Hot Toys booth there, which is gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, we have a panel on Sunday, and luckily there's no major panels going on while ours is on, and a couple of okay other panels. I think this is going to be the better one at that time.
Yeah, sure, right. Yeah.
11. The other one's like, I don't know, making macrame droids or something. I don't know, whatever.
Ooh.
But no, it's not. But yeah, this should be cool. Like, so we're going to go through a bunch of our Star Wars photography, talk about we got some behind the scenes pictures and things like that. So, and then taking some questions. Should be good. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. My original intent was that I was only going to go on one day, because I really am using it as an excuse to just go to Japan, to just finally say, look, just get there. It's sort of been a goal for my entire life. And this was like, you know what, I would really like to get over there. And, if it means I can also hang out with some people I know while I'm over there, fantastic, even better. you know,
how's your Japanese coming along? Good.
I wish it was better.
What day are you on Duolingo?
My Duolingo streak is 1,500 days, I think. I think I'm in the 4-year zone now. And so I do wish that it was better. I'm positive that if I had actually been, I'm at 1,506. I'm positive that if I had actually been in a class with an instructor and someone to actually help and teach,
speaking back and forth,
actually practicing and using it, I would be much, much, much further along than I am right now. I've got a lot more vocabulary than I used to have. I can understand. It's funny. We did the history of Cheers as our video that we posted this past week. It was a member exclusive video.
Oh yeah.
So if you're a member of our Patreon or a YouTube channel member, you can check that one out. And as part of that, yes, thank you. As part of that, we shot it in an actual bar in town here. As part of that, I ended up getting into, the rest of that sort of Thursday night lineup, which included Night Court, which I did watch back in the day, that classic, Cosby Show, Family Ties, Cheers, Night Court. Like that was when I really, was watching TV at that age at that time. And so for whatever reason, I pulled up Night Court on Prime or wherever it is, currently Netflix. I don't know who's got it right now. But there was an episode where there was a Japanese speaking character on there, and I wasn't really watching. I wasn't looking at the screen when the scene was happening, and that character spoke, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I actually understood what she said,
That's cool.
So it was just a really neat sort of moment of like, I wasn't expecting, it wasn't the context where I was expecting to hear some Japanese, but hearing it, and I was like, oh, I know exactly what she said. Maybe not exactly, but I understood, the gist of what she said. So I'm not going to be like ordering food and talking to people and carrying on conversations, but I feel better going to Japan with the Japanese knowledge I have than I did going to Germany a few months ago with the German knowledge that I had.
Yeah. I've heard there's not a lot. It's not a lot of English speaking over there
in Japan.
You go everywhere as an American expecting people to be able to at least converse in some small way. But yeah, Japan. I've
We've
heard it's not
we've
as
been watching a
prevalent as
lot.
other places.
Yeah, we've been watching a lot of videos, sort of tourism, food channels, walking around, collectors, toy hunts, whatever. And there definitely seems to be a lot of English use on signs, on menus, on sort of travel things in the sort of touristy kinds of areas.
Right.
Obviously, you get outside the big cities, and you're going to see a lot less of that. But as I understand it, it's like anything else. As long as you're not an asshole, like you should be okay.
I guess I won't go to Japan now.
Yeah, maybe this isn't your year, Mike. I don't know. It is tough, obviously there's a lot of stuff going on politically that may prejudice people even further, which I don't blame anybody. But I'm looking forward to going. I'm very disappointed that the life-size moving Gundam is no longer there. That is something I really wanted to see. I really wanted to see that real bad. That came down last year. And the other Gundam statues that are still in Japan are further away than I intend to travel while I'm over there. So we'll see. But I am looking forward to seeing the convention. I've never been to Star Wars Celebration. Like you said, it should be a completely different thing, in Japan. And then, hanging out with lots of folks that end up getting over there. So
there's a lot of people, man. A lot of people I know that are going. And as soon as I announced this,
good call, Davey.
Everybody's like, "You're going? I didn't know you were going." I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't know." You were going.
Yeah. No, it's look, it's not a cheap trip. And I've some strategic budgeting there, especially with a dragon being funded right now.
I'm gonna pause 1 second on the dragon comment because I just looked up those horses. And we're gonna have a conversation.
Sure. Yeah.
Because they can lay down, right? Is that what?
They're amazing, and there's 6 different ones. So,
okay.
Oh no,
we'll check them out for sure.
So thanks.
Maybe you're not going to Japan.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, those tickets are already booked, man. It's you can't non-refundable. So
there you
go. It's it's exciting. I can't wait. I've got my list of I'm hoping to hook up with a couple of vintage toy folks over there, hit some vintage toy stores and whatever. And I've got my very, very short list of things that I'm hoping to acquire. It's all stuff that you can just hop on eBay right now or Yahoo Japan or auctions and find that stuff. But I would really love to find it. I would really love to find it in the wild in Japan in a toy shop. Without the additional markup of, trying to get it online. So,
okay, those horses do look pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, good call there, Maui Dave 74. You can easily go from Akahari Messi to Chiba to Odaiba and Tokyo to see the Unicorn Gundam. Awesome.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Look at that. Ken gave you $2.
$2 for the Horse and Dragon Fund.
Appreciate
it.
You're right there.
$1 each.
You don't have any
$1
reason not to get it now.
Let us start. You have to start with the first $1. That's
right.
Well, after YouTube takes their cut, it's like $1.30 or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Sure. It's the sentiment that I appreciate. I feel closer to it in my heart, if not in my wallet. Very cool. Well, that's folks. That's actually all I've got for tonight. Anything else you guys wanted to talk about, mention, plug? Anything going on, Mike?
I got nothing. I might go to WonderCon next week. I don't know. It depends on how much stuff I've got going on work wise.
Are you going to Toylanta, Dan?
I will not be at Toylanta. No, I've got somebody grabbing the Legions figure for me.
Okay,
so. I was hoping to get there. I'm very curious to see how the whole PowerCon presence thing plays out.
Yeah.
As far as I've heard different stories about how it's going to be set up and the geography of the show. PowerCon's here, the rest of the floor is here, something's over here. Is it two hotels?
Like a little
is one
section.
Hotel? Yeah. I don't know. We'll
PowerCon.
I'm hoping it's great. I miss PowerCon. I really, really, really want PowerCon to come back next year, full force. Doing how it was in 2022 and 2023, and I'm really hoping they can get back to that. And I hope this is a step to that. Columbus was great. Did you were at PowerCon, right, in Columbus?
Yeah. The last one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It was a really good show, a lot of fun, and I personally think it's a good location. Other than the fact that, thank you, Dendostar.
Wow, they're all coming in.
It's I don't know. I guess people want a horse. Don't spend
People
this on
want
dragons.
you to buy
yeah.
a horse.
There you go, Kate.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill this
Wow,
chat
alright.
replay so there's no accounting of it.
Excellent.
It's the only issue I had with Columbus for PowerCon was my flight had to go from Boston to like South Carolina up to
Ooh.
Columbus or whatever instead of just
Ugh.
going to Columbus. Can we just go to Columbus, please?
Yeah, right.
Like it's not even that far away. Like I could,
Yeah.
like I literally the first year it was out there, I could have driven in the amount of time that it took to go. Like I had a 6.5 hour layover in Pennsylvania, and I was like,
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ, I could have just driven.
That's
Stupid. So anyway, hoping that changes. But yeah, have fun
You
at
got a straight-
Toylanta.
You got a straight flight to Japan?
Strangely enough, yeah, I was very
Wonderful.
shocked. So that'll be
14
nice.
hours. Yeah.
Gotta download some shows and some movies or
I'm
something.
gonna say,
Or
tell me how
get
many
some Dramamine
episodes of
or
Sentai
Yeah.
you power through. I'll try
Yeah,
to keep up.
exactly. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to chat with you while we're in the air or anything, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Looking forward to it. I'm very excited about it. Hey, look, there's Phil Showstack in chat. Just added the Unicorn Gundam to my Tokyo list. Nice.
Oh, maybe you guys will have to take a like a little road trip.
Yeah, well, everybody get on the Gundam tour bus.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
They might actually have a Gundam themed Gundam tour bus.
They
I don't know.
probably
I haven't
do.
looked at
They
it.
got a
Probably is.
Sentai one.
So yeah, you know what? We just cross our fingers. That's all we can do there. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully everything will be fine.
Yeah.
But awesome. All right. So Trevor, you're at Toylanta, and then you're at Star Wars Celebration. I'll be at Star Wars Celebration. Mike, you might be at WonderCon next week. Hey, if anybody's in Manchester, New Hampshire tomorrow, there's a toy show apparently in Manchester, New Hampshire tomorrow. That first year show. I don't know. Their Instagram says they're gonna have like 40 tables or something. So I'm gonna go check it out. We'll see what happens. But all right. Thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. Appreciate everybody hanging out in chat and talking horses and dragons with us.
That actually is a good pub name, that's for sure.
It is
Horses
a
and
good
Dragons.
pub name.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah.
The Horse and Dragon, and it'll be like an old TGI Fridays, except everything on the wall is a blow mold.
You're right. And a big blow mold dragon.
Yeah.
I better not. I don't want the table with that Santa Claus over it.
Yeah.
Man. That's
Everybody have a great night. Have a great week. I think we'll probably be back on next week, if not the week after that. Who knows? We'll definitely do it at least one more time before Star Wars Celebration. So I think that gives us 3 opportunities. So
Thanks for having me on. Man. Appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know initially it was like, oh, we gotta have Trevor on so we can really give the hard sell for the dragon. And then it got funded. And I was
No,
like, yeah,
you
but
need
let's still have Trevor on.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Trevor.
Still a hard sell. We still need
Hang out.
2,000.
It's true. It's
True.
true. It's true. But all right. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.